Hey guys, Miss Cranford here. So we are going to go over a project about Dia de los Muertos. And so the first thing that we are going to do is you are going to trace your hands and feet. And you're going to do that with a partner. Now, I'm going to go ahead and move our camera around. And so right here, let's do this. Let's start with this hand here. So what you would do is you're going to trace with a pencil around your hand. Now you are doing all this with a pencil. The only reason mine is in white is so that you can see it here on the smartboard. If it were in pencil, you wouldn't be able to see it. So I'm going to give you just a few tips for when you go to draw the bones of your hand, okay? And so let's see, I'm going to flip this over and I'm going to trace my hand. So remember, you would have done this with a pencil. Your piece of paper is a really big piece of paper, and so you're going to put both hands on there, and then you're going to put both feet on there. And so that's just really so that we don't have a bunch of pieces of paper to keep up with. And so here's my hand. I'm going to go ahead and round this off. And now you are going to use these real x-rays to help you. And so the first thing that you're going to do is you're going to start down here, and we're going to just put an oval for here at the bottom, okay? And then after that, we're going to start drawing these little bones here. And so if you look here, these bones go right to where your finger actually starts, okay? And so all we're going to do is we're going to use an easy shape. We're going to use an oval to draw these bones, okay? So I want to try to leave enough space. And remember, you're using a pencil, so if you make a mistake, you can just erase it. And so there I have those ovals, and then if you look, the thumb here is the only one that doesn't have 1, 2, 3. It has 1, 2, 3 on all the other 4 fingers, but here we only see 1, 2 more bones. So we're going to start there, and we're just doing another little oval. Okay, and then we're going to kind of make a rounded triangle. Okay? And so then we're going to come over here. This has 1, 2, 3 extra. Now, this is what's kind of hard to see, but if you look at your finger here, here is this bone, here is this bone, and then here is this bone. Okay, so if you can kind of tell where those are, you can use that to help you. So here's where my knuckle is, and I would put another oval, and then this little part here of my fingertip. Okay, so you're going to go ahead and do that on all of your other fingers. And then at some point, you are going to color in the bones. Okay, you are going to color in your bones so that they're white. Okay, and so you would do that with all of your bones, hand bones, feet bones, and everything. You don't need to trace around it, because when you go to cut it out, we don't really want this outline to be there. Does everybody hear that? Do not trace around this. Okay, the only reason I did it is so that you could see it while I'm doing it up here. Okay, so that's kind of what you're doing for your hand. For your feet, so here is just a practice foot, and if we look at our foot x-ray, okay, right here, so we're going to start by, and a foot is just a little bit more tricky, I think, because you can't put your foot up on the table and look at it as easily as your hand. But you're going to make a heel bone right here. Okay. After that, you are going to make a kind of rounded, really this is a trapezoid. Okay, and then you're going to start these long bones right here. Okay, remember, the feet bones are called the phalanges. So what you have to be careful of, what's a little bit tricky here, is fitting them all in. Okay, and so then we're going to add these. And really, I want you to think about this. Your bones go all the way, just like on our hands. Our bones go all the way to the end. So sometimes I get boys and girls that want to stop right here. Well, then this is just like, well, what is this? You know, I mean, you don't have like flabby skin right here. And so we do want our bones to go all the way to the end of our foot. And if we look here, same thing with our thumb, there's only 1, 2, 3. With our other toes, 1, 2, 3, 4, there's kind of an extra bone there. So all we're doing is almost the same thing we did with our hands. Okay, and then we would color that all in. One mistake that I see a lot of students make is that they'll start and they do like this, okay, when they're drawing. So do you see how those are not really individual circles? It's almost like they're building. Okay, so we're not doing that, because when you think about it, when you if we were to look at our bones in real life, our bones are individual. Okay, it's not like this bone attaches to this bone. Okay, there's tendons and things in between there that make them attach, but this is a separate bone from this, and so on and so forth. Okay, and so you're going to do that, and you'll get all your hands and feet done. And then the next thing you're going to do is you're going to make your Dia de los Muertos skull. And so one of the first things that you're going to do is you are going to draw your eyes on. So you're going to use these stencils here to draw your eyes. And I mean, just kind of think about where an eye would go. So you're going to draw around these with a pencil. You're going to do everything with a pencil first, and then you're going to, about halfway through, you're going to start using your marker to decorate your skull. Okay, and so on all of your eyes, what you're going to do is you're going to make a flower in the middle. And I don't really care what type of flower it is, just as long as it is some sort of flower. That kind of makes all of our designs have a similar look. So you can make your flower like mine, or if you want to make it a little bit different, you can do that as well. Okay, now you're going to do your nose. And so what you're going to do is you're going to flip your skull around, and you're going to make a heart right here. Okay, and so when you flip it around the other way, you have your nose, and then you're going to make your mouth. Now, the big thing about when you do these skeletons is we're not making them scary. Like, I don't want to see blood dripping, things like that. We're not making them scary. And so you're going to just make a mouth all the way across. And then you're going to take, and there's little bumps here on your paper plate. So you're just going to go over the bumps, and you're going to make your teeth. Okay. And then you're going to come down here and make the rest of your teeth. And I probably need to add some more here and right there. So now this is your basic skull. So from here, I really let you add what you like. And so the easiest way to really make these look good is, instead of adding tons and tons and tons and tons of teeny tiny little things, is to pick some big things to draw and design. And so I might put some circles here. Okay, I might give him some fun eyebrows. Okay. And remember, we want our skulls to be completely symmetrical, just like our faces. So if I put a circle here, I should have a circle here. If I have a dot here, I should have a dot here. Another really easy design that you can make are these circles that get smaller. So let's see, I've got one in the middle, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. So now I'm going to add 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Okay.